it's got to the point where must have allegedly called Micaiah to the door, and Micaiah probably thought it was his mum. So Micaiah's opened the door, yeah? And when he's opened the door, yeah, I think that was the woman, basically Naringa had like another, I wouldn't even say friend, but someone that she spoke to while they were both at the hotel, yeah? And this person was obviously also homeless, but her son used to play with my son, yeah? So obviously Micaiah was like, oh, hi. So the hotel woman, instead of just waking me up, she decided to let the woman take my son to her room. Trouble.
What?
I'm going to say it again, Trouble. The hotel staff let this woman... Another woman what? Take my son to the woman's room.
Anything could have happened to him.
Trouble. Exactly. Yeah? Cool. So obviously Naringa's come back now. She's fuming with me in it. Like, honestly, like, what happened? Why have you like... So I'm like, well, what do you mean? Like, obviously, because I've got sleep apnea, so sometimes I just pass out of nowhere. Yeah? So, but obviously, it's not like Micaiah. I know Micaiah didn't just open the door and walk off. He doesn't do that. She called him to the door, and he probably thought it was his mum. Yeah. And obviously, he was younger. So when he's opened the door now and he's seen the woman who he normally plays with, he's just been like, oh, okay. And they've taken the Micaiah to the room. Now, obviously, the receptionist tried to blame Naringa, like, oh, can you make sure you don't leave your son alone in the hotel room? So obviously Naringa's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, and apparently the woman who actually let Micaiah out, she was telling me how Micaiah was wandering around in the hallway. I think that's what gave me a heart attack. I was like, what the hell is going on? Why my son would be walking in the hallway when he was with his dad?
Yeah. But he wasn't walking in the hallway. He walked in the hallway because they called him to the door. He opened the door.
And the door automatically closes.
Yeah, and the door automatically closes, and they were there, and then they took him to the thing. So, because if it was just randomly in the hallway, yeah, like, they would have called child services, but they know they couldn't have done it because it would look bad, because obviously the cameras would have shown something totally different, right?
Yeah.
So, obviously now, when we finally get Micaiah, like, obviously we go mad on the receptionist, like, how are you letting Micaiah go into another room, yeah, and it's not his parent? Like, even if I wasn't in the room, they're supposed to stand with Micaiah until they find the mother. You don't just dump off the child to someone else's room. It's kidnapping.
Yeah, that's wild.
Listen to the police's response, Trouble. And I'm going to leave it on this story for episode 1, yeah, because we could just go on and on, right? So we call the police on this woman, yeah, because we're like, yeah, like, we're not letting that go, yeah. This woman then tried to lie about how, but the reason why she couldn't lie is because when Naringa told me what room she was in, just to make sure that the cameras just to make sure all video evidence was in check, I went to collect the boy so that they couldn't say that the room was empty and no one was in the room. Do you get it? So when I came back with the police now, yeah, the police started trying to turn around and say that it's not kidnapping. So we're like, well, how's it not kidnapping? Like, he's, long story short, the police didn't even, we had to nag the police to ring the hotel to tell them, to find out their side of the story. Because first of all, they just wanted to close the case, allegedly, without even ringing the hotel. We made a complaint, it went all the way up the high chain, and this stupid officer, yeah, literally was like, oh, what did he say? I don't feel...
Yeah, basically, and he tried to gaslight us, oh, you're lucky that I didn't contact children's services or something like that.
Yeah, he said that we're lucky that he didn't make a referral to child services.
That apparently it's our fault, and apparently if you're not capable to look after your son, you shouldn't do it, and things like that.
Yeah, So because I've got a disability, I shouldn't look after my son, basically is what he's saying.
Wow.
And the thing is, Makaya was just fine. He was chill until they disturbed him.
Yeah.
That's the thing. He
Yeah.
was actually playing.
Now, the kidnapping, they kept saying that they don't feel. And we were like, listen, I said, Navinga said to him, like, I don't care what you feel, because what you feel is not the law.